to check in with my guides this evening. I'm speaking with beings of love and light. Yes, my spirit guides. Okay, wonderful. Okay, tonight I thought we might again, we've touched on this briefly before, but talk about the higher self. So, this earthly experience is not who we truly are, and we've discussed in a prior session that we have a higher self or higher soul, oversoul, I've heard it called, that resides in the astral plane. Yes. And does this higher soul give us guidance or nudges to kind of move us or guide us in the right direction for the best experience for us? Yes. Okay. And should we be more open than ever to listening for those nudges and looking for possibly signs and synchronicities from our higher self during this time of evolution and ascension? Yes. Okay. And I wondered if we should limit our intake of external information sources. So instead of looking without, we should look within. So really the focus right now during this time of the evolution of consciousness is to look within ourselves and use our discernment, listen to our intuition, which is often our higher self, and proceed in the choices that we make in the earthly experience based on that inner guidance as opposed to outer guidance, because outer guidance is not where the answers are. And I would think that we're used to living that way. We're used to living relying on these external forces for answers. But part of the chaos, as we've talked about, is requiring us or forcing us to look within ourselves for answers. Okay, so that was kind of a long description there. But I'm wondering, is there anything that we've talked, or I've heard a little bit about solar flashes, and we have had a session on solar flashes before. I wondered if we are more open to the veil being thin or the divine realms during these solar flashes. Yes, and that is a huge yes. Okay, are there any tips of ways that we should respond or just function in our daily lives during these solar flashes that would make us more open to receiving the information and knowledge that we need? Yes. Okay. B, E, B, O, P, E, and be open. T, O2, G, U, I, D, A, N, C, E. Be more open to guidance. So be more open to guidance all the time, but especially during these solar flash events. Okay. And again, we've talked about this before, but really the choice ahead of us is between two different things, and I'll let you just kind of spell out what those two things are, what we're being asked to look in our hearts and decide where we choose to put our energy and frequency. L, O, V, E, love, O, R, F, E, A, R, love or fear. Okay, so that's really what this experience is about. It's not about material gains or houses, cars, jobs. It's really not about that. It's about loving each other in this experience. Yes. Okay, wonderful. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we wrap up this session? Yes. Okay. W, E, we, L, O, B, E, love, Y, O, U. We love you. Okay, sending you much love and gratitude during this time of the Earth's ascension and humanity's evolution in consciousness. Thank you so much. Good night.